We as men, we need to recognize when these roles are being reversed and when women are acting masculine and not being feminine, and to see them put in positions of leadership. And we can't go change them, not to say that, but it's to realize and to stop and think, because we don't want to warm up to that. We want to see that it's not proper, it's not the way it should be, and these are the damaging effects that they could have. This is the meaning of submitting to one another that St. Paul talks about in another part of his letter, or in another letter that he has out there. Submit to one another, respecting the other's identity as masculine or feminine. Not to say that the masculine should be more feminine and feminine should be more masculine, but to respect and to go full blast 100% at being masculine and feminine within each of those roles. Never in 2,000 years of history of the church, of Christianity, has it ever been taught to do what is being done today with the role reversals. We need to stop and realize that. What makes today any different? And obviously it was a problem at the time of St. Paul, which is why he had to preach it. But when we are putting forth our full effort and being 100% of our respective identity, masculine or feminine, then we just grow in love so much more for each other. That passion just stirs up between us. And you become crazy about each other. And that's the way it's supposed to be. Back to the text here, he says, the church exhorts both man and wife to love each other with complete abandon. This is what I'm talking about. And total commitment without counting the cost or reckoning rights. And it is the hierarchical order of love, hierarchical order of the family, that brings about this fullness of matrimonial love. And it's actually caused a divorce when they're not following the hierarchical order. This may not be in accord with the 21st century Western world's enshrinement of rights, but in the gospel, nowhere does our Lord speak of rights. On the contrary, he speaks of duty and giving. The rights mentality calls for doing as little as possible. And could we see that happening in marital counseling, for instance? What must go on whenever a couple goes before somebody to be counseled? The accounting that has to happen. I did this for her, she did that to me. I did this for him. The bookkeeping, the keeping of score, the tit for tat, on and on and on. You could just be free of all that and just go 100% doing your job, doing what you're supposed to do, and observing your spouse 100% doing his job, and just really falling in love with each other and with the feminine or masculine identity that we have. That's where marriage takes off. That's where marriage really kicks in, and we have a good working relationship where we don't have to keep score, we don't have to keep going on and on, but we are really doing within our respective identities, our God-given roles, the things we're supposed to do.